let's just heal up. And I'm gonna switch to Makuhita. Potentially, I don't think we kill. But we're gonna go for an encounter here in Pewter City. There's one Pokemon that we want. And that Pokemon in Pewter City, in this grass, you can get the Hoenn starters. There is Patrat, Lillipup, Rattata, Alolan Rattata, Talo, Fletchling, and then Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip. The Hoenn starters have the lowest encounter rates out of everyone. And they're all level 7, so if we use it, we would have to level them up. We have a water type already, so we're not going for Mudkip. Mudkip would actually be huge. I say that Squirtle is the best, but if you're not doing a Nuzlocke, Mudkip is actually really huge, so you could probably just go for Bulbasaur. Because Bulbasaur would also help you out against some Pokemon for Brock and also Misty. Mudkip would be good against Brock because water ground, you're super effective. And since you have ground type moves, you would also do damage as well to Brock. You will be ineffective against Lieutenant Surge, so he can't really damage you with any electric moves. So Mudkip is actually a really good option to catch here. If you are doing a Nuzlocke, you would have to hope you get Mudkip, but Mudkip is a 4% and 1% chance to get him. Or in terms of encounters. Torchic has a 5 and 1%, and no, Torchic has a 5 and 4%. Trico has a 5 and 1% chance. So each one has at least 2 times of getting, but they're at the lowest possible encounter rates. So 5, 4, and 1. There's a 20% chance to get Patrat and Lillipup, and a 10% to get Rattata, Alolan Rattata, Talo, and Fletchling. As soon as we get the encounter, I will tell you if this is the Pokemon that I want to go for. So, we'll just this. We don't need the super speed unless we don't run into it. Okay, so this is actually the. I'm kidding. It's not Rattata. We don't want him, and you can't escape apparently. Okay, it's not Patrat. It's not Patrat. We're just gonna keep super speeding. It's not Torchic. Torchic is actually would be good a fighting fire Pokemon. But he's not the thing. We already have a fighting Pokemon. We don't want him, and that's actually a 5% chance. I'm pretty sure. So the Pokemon that we want is not Talo. He's doing damage to me already. Fletchling. No, it's not Fletchling. We're gonna go heal. And since that's pretty much almost everyone, well, there's also Lillipup as well. But as you can already guess, it's not Lillipup. It's not this. Not this. Not this. Not this. Come on. It's the one Pokemon that we haven't found yet. I'm pretty sure. Actually, Mudkip, we didn't find him, but we just found him. Do I need to say his name so that he pops up? If you can't already guess who it is Trico. We're trying to get a Trico right now. I might even just skip ahead or pause until we actually run into one. I'm gonna give it 3 more encounters. 2 more. Oh, Lulu and Rattata. Okay. It's not that though. 1 more. 1 more after this. Okay. Let's heal up, and I will be back when I find a Trico. Okay. All right, we're back. This is our 5th encounter, I think. After I said I'll be back. This is Trico. We're gonna get a Trico, hopefully. I hope Fake Out doesn't kill. Okay, it doesn't kill. I don't think Arm Thrust would kill, but we're not gonna use Arm Thrust. I'm gonna go for Squirtle, since Squirtle is about close to level, and Absorb did do enough. I think we can use Water Gun. He actually outspeeds my Squirtle. We'll just keep using Water Gun. He's low, kind of low. We're gonna go for Pokeball. We don't catch it. Another Pokeball. Okay. We're gonna switch to Makahita now and do a fake out and Pokeball. There we go. And we're not nicknaming him. Okay, so now let's heal up our Pokemon, and then we're gonna train up our Pokemon just a little bit before we face off against Brock. So I want to get my Pokemon to at least, let's say, 13. Not too much. Because I do know we'll get some XP from the gym trainers. So we'll say 13. I don't remember what levels the gym trainers are, but we'll cut ahead to when we're done leveling up. All right, we're back, and we got all our Pokemon up to level 13. We have Makita learned Force Palm, Trico learned Mega Drain, and like Quick Attack and stuff. Pidove actually ended up getting level 20 because I was like going back and forth. Like I would use a Pokemon, I would use Trico. If he was low, I would switch to Pidove, and we end up like killing Pokemon. Squirtle actually learned Bubble, which is going to be huge for the upcoming battle. And Pikachu learned Electro Ball, which is good because if I outspeed someone, it does more damage. And that's everyone. One thing I do want to check. Let's see, so Trico's Overgrow. The Moment of Truth. What is his nature? He is a gentle nature, so he is down defense, but up special defense. Okay, so yeah, you can actually tell. Look at his defense. 13. Wow. That is terrible. 24. He's our third fastest Pokemon right now. Okay. Well, anyways, we're gonna be going against the gym now. I know this whole thing I'm just recording once. I actually want to see how long I've been playing for. About 2.5 hours. This would easily just get cut out to different stuff. So, now let's just jump in. Let's go. Before anything, there was one final thing that I do want to show. Like there is indeed an item right here that we can grab, and also there is one last thing we can do. Could have done it after we fight the gym, but I'm just gonna show it right now. You can go here early. You don't need cut or anything, and you can get the Old Ember early. Old Amber. Really no reason to get it because obviously you can't. It's not like you can get Aerodactyl now, but it's fun. Might as well get it early and then have no reason to come here. All right, so as you can see, things are different. Let's save. This is our first double battle in the gym. So, we are going up against Pokemaniac Steve and Gentleman Robert. So, it is a double battle. Their levels are ranging from 12 to 13. Let's see if we'll do this. That's fine. Okay. Potentially, I think we could have just been training with singles, potentially. But I think the double battle is perfectly fine. We will test you to see if you can fight Brock. You whippersnapper, I'll end your career right now. Okay. Rude. You're challenged by Pokemaniac Steve and Gentleman Robert. Okay, so on the right side, we have a level 13 Bonsai with Copycat, Flail, Low Kick, and Rock Throw. And then we have a Roly-Coly with Smokescreen, Tackle, Rapid Spin, and Smackdown. The next two Pokemon are a level 12 Roggernola and a level 12 Dwebble. We'll talk about their moves once they get sent out, but I think we'll be fine like this right now. We're about even. I will use a fake out on Roly-Coly because I believe Roly-Coly's rock fire, I believe. So we are gonna fake out Roly-Coly, and we'll use a Mega Drain on him as well. So we'll make sure that he can't do anything at all. We don't want him to attack. Roly-Coly doesn't really have any fire moves, but we'll just take him down. We don't take him down, but we're close to taking him down. But he flinched, so he's not gonna do anything. He used low kick on Bonsai used low kick on Makuhita because he's faster, or because he's like heavy. I will use Force Palm on Bonsai, and we're going to use Absorb on Bonsai as well. We'll keep Roly-Coly out with the 1 HP. We'll try to get Bonsai out because Bonsai is going to be using low kick and stuff. I think Mega Drain would have done more damage, but I think Force Palm should be able to kill. Yeah. Okay. Alright, and then you smack down on Trico. It's fine. Roggernola is out. We are actually going to switch out Makuhita and go for Squirtle, so Squirtle can get some XP as well. And we're gonna go for a Mega Drain on Roggernola. So we kill Roggernola. Roggernola does not have Sturdy, so it just makes it even easier. Makuhita is now level 14. And Trico is level 14. He's gonna use Smackdown again on Trico. Doesn't really matter. I believe we'll just use Water Gun, and if anything, I'll use like Quick Attack. Quick Attack probably isn't gonna do any damage anyways. We'll just use Water Gun, honestly. We'll kill him anyways. But might as well just get a little bit of health back, even though it's like 1 HP or something. Okay, so now Squirtle's level 14. And Water Gun failed, yep. But now we just 2v1 this Wobble. I'm gonna use Water Gun on the Wobble, and I'm gonna switch out back to Makuhita, so Makuhita can get a little bit more XP as well. He's gonna use Fury Cutter, which is not gonna do anything, but it was super effective against Trico. And he is faster, actually. I'm just gonna use Water Gun again, and since he's back out, I'll just use Fake Out, honestly. Whether it kills or not doesn't really matter, but he will be flinched because he does outspeed Squirtle. But Squirtle would just finish it off with Water Gun. I don't think Makuhita outspeeds anyone because Makuhita is one of my slower Pokemon as well, but it is fine. So now Trico level 15, Makuhita's level 15, and Squirtle might be close to 15, but interesting. Maybe the youth can be strong. You think? I admit you are indeed capable. You can move on to the next trainers. We are gonna go heal though, so let's just super speed away. Okay, and let's go. Honestly, we didn't even need to catch a Trico, but Trico is going to be good for us against Misty. Pikachu is too, but, you know, Pikachu... There is one Pokemon that Trico would not be too good against. But we'll eventually see by the time we get there. But I don't think we're going to get to Misty during this session, this recording session. We'll keep it like this right now. And we're gonna go into the next double battle. We are going to go up against Camper Liam and Hiker John. Stop right there, kid. You're 10,000 light years from facing Brock, which is the original trainer. Let's battle. Yeah, I didn't change this dialogue. It's fine. No. It's actually funny that some of these guys would just say that. Camper Liam and Hiker John. Liam sends out Geodude, Alolan Geodude. Okay, so you can't see Alolan Geodude. I believe. Before I say about their moves and everything, I believe that Alolan Geodude. Yep, I was right. Rock and Electric. So water won't be as effective, but I don't think he knows any electric moves though. He actually does. Okay, so Geodude, level 15. Alolan Geodude knows Charge, Rock Polish, Rollout, and Spark. I believe he's just gonna go for a Spark. He could potentially go for a Rollout, which will be extremely dangerous. We're gonna focus on him though. Ammonite has Constrict, Withdraw, Bite, and Water Gun. Bite could potentially flinch us, but I think Trico outspeeds Geodude. But we're gonna go for a Fake Out. Since Ammonite could outspeed Makihita, I'm just gonna go for the flinch. And we're gonna flinch Ammonite. And then we're gonna do Mega Drain on Geodude. Okay, yep, so Trico is the fastest right now in this field. And we don't kill Geodude, but we will get him next turn. Yeah, next turn. So Geodude goes for Rock Polish, actually. Okay, he increases his speed, which he could end up being faster. We're gonna go for a Arm Thrust on Ammonite, and then we'll go for another Mega Drain on Geodude. He might switch out, but it's perfectly fine if he does. So he doesn't switch, and I still outspeed Geodude, so he's just done for. And then now I believe Ammonite is faster than Makihito. Yep, so he just uses Water Gun. It's not gonna do anything. Oh, yeah, he actually crit. Okay. We're gonna use Arm Thrust. Hopefully we got a good number. 2 times. Okay. Now we have a level 14 Rockruff who knows Leer, Sand Attack, Bite, and Howl. He might Howl to raise up his attack. Or he could go for Bite, which he potentially might think that he can go for the kill for Makihita. But we are gonna switch out to Squirtle. And then since I am faster, I'm just gonna go for a Mega Drain on Ammonite and 1-hit KO him because I will be 4 times effective since he is Rock and Water. And no matter what ability he has, he would have lost. He would have died because he already took damage. Okay, Makihita is level 16. Trying to learn Whirlwind. No. We're not gonna learn that. Trico is level 16. He's going to evolve after this. Squirtle is level 15. Yeah, and he used Bite. Okay, so now Kabuto knows Scratch, Harden, Absorb, and Leer. He's probably going to go for Absorb on Squirtle. So what we're going to do is actually go for Bubble to attack both of them. And then I'm just going to go for a Mega Drain on Kabuto or Kabuto. And potentially, yeah, I was going to say it might just kill. Trico might be level 17 after this. We'll just use Bubble again, doesn't really matter, and then Trico can use Absorb. I hope he doesn't evolve to level 17, because he might not learn Leaf Blade. I don't know if Leaf Blade is an attack that he just learns after leveling up, or after evolving. But we'll find out right now. Trying to learn Pursuit, though. I will do Pursuit, and I'll get rid of Hound. Okay, and level 16. So he's gonna learn Bite. We're gonna get rid of Tackle. And Hiker John and Liam are lost. Wow, you beat me. And now Trico evolves and becomes Grovile. And he's trying to learn Fury Cutter, but not Leaf Blade. Damn. When does he learn Leaf Blade? I need to check now. Maybe Leaf Blade is actually a later move. Leaf Blade is 23. Okay, we're fine then. Fury Cutter could potentially be good. We're gonna get rid of Absorb though. I think Mega Drain is perfectly fine to have. And then Squirtle's gonna evolve. And then now we can fight Brock. So before anything, let's heal. And then we will strategize. See what we could do. Save. Okay, so now let's go back here. Go back here. We do this. That will update that. Then we go click on Brock. So Brock, he has 4 Pokemon, and he starts off with a level 18 Vulpix. We are a little bit under level, but I think we could potentially just win still. We could potentially still win. I'm gonna go with War Turtle. He might switch out to either Krogunk or Steelix, which is what he has, and Krogunk is level 20, and Steelix is level 22. So, I could do a little bit leveling up. That is something that I could do. If we end up dying, it is perfectly fine, but this is what we will do, and yeah. So you're here. I'm Brock. I'm Pewter's gym leader. My rock hard willpower is evident even in my Pokemon. My Pokemon are all rock hard and have true grit determination. That's right, my Pokemon are all the rock type. That's a lie, because, you know, he has Vulpix and Krogok, but wahaha, you're gonna challenge me knowing that you'll lose? That's the trainer's honor that compels you to challenge me. Fine then, show me your best. Okay, so yeah, we know he starts off with Vulpix, who is not a rock type. And he has the Krogunk, who's not a rock type. Who I think it's poison fighting. But it's fine. We won't tell him he's wrong. Vulpix, I'm pretty sure everyone outspeeds me, potentially. We're gonna go with Water Gun. He might switch to Krogunk. Oh, he goes for a Fire Spin, and he's faster. So now I'm stuck in a Vortex. I think that prevents me from switching, honestly. He knows we're faster, and he knows we don't kill him with this. So he's gonna stay in and use Confuse Ray. So yeah, he has Quick Attack, Confuse Ray, Fire Spin, and Payback. Don't hit yourself. Okay, we don't hit him. We don't hit ourselves. We are still faster. I mean, we're slower still, so he might go for Payback. But he'll probably just switch. So predicting the switch on potentially Krogunk, I might go for Tail Whip, honestly. I believe he might switch. Yep, he does switch out to Krogunk. Okay. I'm confused. I hit myself. Okay. I'm gonna go switch. He's probably going to use. He might use Pursuit, but I'm gonna switch to Beat Oath. So he doesn't use Pursuit. He might use Poison Sting or Taunt, actually, to only make me use attacking moves. Okay. That's fine. He might switch out now to either Sudowoodo or Steelix. So predicting the switch to either or, I'm gonna switch to Makuhita. And Sudowoodo. Okay, and Sudowoodo is a rock type. So either he switches or doesn't matter. We're gonna use Fake Out. So he keeps Sudowoodo in. We use Fake Out, so now he's flinched. Now, no matter who he switches out to, which he could potentially switch back out to Krogon. I'm gonna go for Force Palm. And I outspeed Sudowoodo. Okay. He stayed in, because obviously I'm heavier. So now that he's gonna go for a low kick again, I'm gonna go for Grovyle. And now he will either switch out afterwards, he will either switch out to he did about 16 HP, so I can still live one. He's either gonna switch out to Krogonk because he's fighting poison, or he switches out to Steelix. I'm gonna go for a Mega Drain still, and he doesn't switch out. Okay. So I don't kill, but I'm full health now, and I'm able to take a Rock Throw. He might switch out now, but he doesn't. So he's willing to sacrifice Sudowoodo. I'm gonna use another Mega Drain. I don't gain as much HP, which is fine. I should be able to outspeed Krogonk and outspeed potentially Steelix. Akita is now level 17. Brock is switching out to Krogonk. So we're gonna switch out to Pidove now. He might now switch out to Steelix. What we're going to do is either, if he switches out to Steelix, we could either attack or we could heal up. I believe he might either use Poison Sting or potentially even Pursuit. But I think he might switch out now. If he doesn't, then I don't know. But I'm gonna use a potion on Makuhita. So he uses Taunt. Okay, so it's basically a free move. He might switch out now because I use Taunt. And he might think that since I'm going to be using attacking moves only, it won't do as much to Steelix. Whether or not he switches out does not matter. We're still going to go for an Air Cutter. So he does switch out probably to Steelix now. Yeah. So this is going to do nothing. Which is all according to plan. I know he's going to do that. He might go for Smackdown. So honestly, we're going to switch to Pikachu. And if he uses Smackdown, he'll probably... Oh no, he actually goes for Stealth Rock. Okay, so he was predicting like switch. I don't think we outspeed him, but if we do, that'd be great. But I'm going to go for Thundershock. Thundershock could potentially paralyze, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. So even if I don't think we outspeed him, okay, we do. It doesn't affect him because he is iron. He is steel. Okay. I was hoping that he would hit me to get paralyzed, but at the same time, I know that was kind of a mistake, but he's steel ground, so thunder moves don't even do anything. I guess I'll just use Splay Nice, honestly, until he hits me. And he doesn't kill me with it, but I'll just use it again. Honestly, I'll just use Quick Attack to do some damage, and then we end up dying. We're gonna go with Makuhita, and we're gonna go with a Fake Out. So now he can't do anything. He might, honestly, might be faster than me. But we're gonna go for Force Bomb. So he is faster. But I'm guessing when he becomes nimble, he becomes faster. But he doesn't do that much damage with me anyways. And that did nothing. Okay, we're gonna go for Arm Thrust. We could take another Gyro Ball. We could probably take like maybe 2 more Gyro Balls if they don't crit. But doesn't look like Arm Thrust is doing anything either. But it is multiple. So okay, we end up doing 2. We're only getting 2, which is actually insane. Because I can take another Gyro Ball, I'm gonna use Focus Energy. Crit doesn't really matter too much, but potentially it could help us out. We're gonna use a potion now. He's gonna go for another Gyro Ball or Gyro Ball. I don't really care. We can take another one. So now we're gonna go for Arm Thrust. Oh, he uses Smackdown now, which we could still take. Okay, I think Gyro Ball has a low EP, so that's probably why he's not using it anymore. But potentially we could crit, but okay, we got 3, but it's still not doing anything. I think at this point we win the 1v1 against Steelix. Okay, it's the crit, good. I think 4 times we end up killing him, but okay, he just ends up not doing that. But all right, we survive another Smackdown unless he crits. Okay, he doesn't crit. So now we use Arm Thrust and we just finish him off here. Because I'm pretty sure Arm Thrust always does at least 2. It's 2 to 5. Okay, let's just speed this up right here. And then he gains a lot. And Knockoff knocks down the foe's held item to prevent its use during battle. There's not that many trainers that have items, honestly. So I might just keep the moves that I have right now. And then he's gonna switch out to Vulpix, who is already pretty low. I think Vulpix does outspeed me if I switch out War Turtle. So honestly, I'm gonna do Pidove, and we're just gonna go for a quick attack. And then he does have Krogonk, and that's his final Pokemon now. We're gonna go for Air Cutter, and we do outspeed. Okay, so no matter what, we just kill him. He cannot do anything to us right now. And there we go. That is the battle against Brock. We sacrificed Pikachu, but I don't think we really needed to. However, it's fine. We made Steelix use a bit of his, what is it called, PP. Okay, I'm gonna use Flash. Of course, the Pokemon must know the move Flash to use it. And Pidove is evolving. This is pretty much the only reason why we had Pidove. To help us against Krogonk and to help us out in the Viridian Forest. So honestly, I don't think we really need Tranquil anymore. Potentially against our rival's Bulbasaur, or the starter. We also get TM like Rock Tomb. I'm pretty sure it's Rock Tomb. I don't think it changed. Rock Tomb, yeah. Okay. Let me just think. Against grass Pokemon, I guess Tranquil could be good against those, so we'll keep him for now. But I think by the time we fight against Tennis Surge, he'll probably be swapped out now for someone else. But we won't have too much of a use for Tranquil. And then now that I say that, there are going to be trainers that are going to be like bug types and everything, and we are still going to be using them, which is funny. But okay, so now let's just heal up. And then I believe if we go here and we get our running shoes, there. We also have auto run now, which we press when we do L. So we'll just do this now. We don't have to hold B for anything. And we can run indoors, which I did not do, but for some reason it automatically made it like that. So we had a couple stuff. I'm gonna buy 10 more Pokeballs so we can get another Premier Ball. I think potions are a little bit more useful to have because they're less expensive. This is like 2 super potions would have been this much, and now we got 7 potions. So that would be good. Antidotes. I'll buy 2. Paralyze heal. I'll buy 4. Awakenings don't matter too much. Burn. I don't think there's any Pokemon that will really burn and like freeze us. Repels could be good to not encounter any more wild Pokemon, but we could always use the wild Pokemon for training stuff. So I think that is it. We can now prepare to go to the next stuff. I don't think this guy really does anything. Yeah, I checked it out, and that's it. He doesn't really give us anything. I don't believe there's anything else here that we get. Let me just check what this guy gives. I don't think there's anything originally in normal Pokemon that the guy gives us any stuff in Peter City. It's not like in Emerald or Ruby and Sapphire where you could get like some stuff in the first like Rustboro or stuff. But anyways, now we're in Route 3. We can have a couple counters if we want. But we're not gonna deal with that right now. For now, we're going to be going up against Last Janus with a 2 level Pokemon, 2 level 15s, a Pidgeotto and Tranquil. We can now switch to Pikachu. And Pikachu is a little bit under leveled. We haven't been able to do anything, but hopefully we could get some XP from fighting this person right here. Even if we have to switch out, it's perfectly fine. They're probably their best would be Peck if they end up doing it, or they might go for Sand Attack, but Pikachu might not be able to outspeed these people. We'll test it out though. Okay, so Pikachu still outspeeds, and Electro Ball is going to do more damage. Yeah, we just one hit the Pidgeotto. Then that's fine. Then that's good. I believe that Pidgeotto and Pidgeot and stuff, they're faster than Tranquil and Unpheasant, so we should still be able to outspeed Tranquil. But Tranquil has Quick Attack, so we're gonna go for Thundershock. And Thundershock might just kill. Nope. But we also have Quick Attack, and we already outspeed it, so our Quick Attack will be faster than their Quick Attack. So there we go. Pikachu has slowly caught up. He's level 15 now. A couple more levels to be caught up to us. Let's just head back and heal. I don't want to use items really to heal outside of battle. Unless we're like very far from Pokemon Center, but we can always just like speed up and catch up to where we were. So now this is one more trainer. Let's just save Rancoic because it's been a little while since we saved. So now we're going up against youngster Calvin with 1 Pokemon, which Pikachu can handle. Hey, what's wrong with you? You're still not wearing shorts. Yeah, some of these attacks is like as if you're having a what is it called, rematch, but I just didn't care too much about the dialogue. It doesn't really matter. I should be able to outspeed the Rookidee. It's level 14 with Peck, Power Trip, Bone Claws, and Fury Attack. So for the most part, Pikachu should be able to outspeed a lot of these birds, unless they have Quick Attack. And even then, I think it doesn't account for Quick Attack. Quick Attack obviously is a priority move, so I don't think it matters too much. So we could still use Electro Ball anyways to like do a lot of stuff. Lost. Yep, we lost. I always wear shorts, even in winter. That's my policy. Okay, so now we're going up against Bugcatcher Colton with 3 Pokemon. Pikachu could still be good because he has a Butterfree who is bug flying. So electric moves are still going to be effective. I believe Beedrill is also bug flying, I think, too. So, actually, let me recheck because I could be really wrong, and Beedrill could be bug poison. Butterfree is bug flying, and Beedrill is bug poison. That's exactly why I checked. So he might switch out. I think I'm faster though. Yeah, so I'm faster. I'll use Electro Ball. It'll be super effective. So, and we do more damage when we're faster. So we will kill Butterfree right here. It's actually good to level up Pikachu because the next gym is water. So Pikachu is going to be a priority. Just because Pikachu is not super effective against Beedrill, we're just gonna switch to Tranquil, and we should be able to fight Tranquil here. We should be faster as well. Whether he switches or not doesn't matter because we will just kill Butterfree afterwards too. Then, we don't kill Beedrill actually, and he's gonna go for a Horn attack, which isn't gonna do a lot. We'll just still finish off Beedrill here, and then we will switch back into Pikachu, and we just use Electro Ball. Like if it's no risk, we'll just like super speed through the battle. So now next trainer is Youngster Ben with a level 15 Alolan Rattata and a level 15 Seviper. I'm gonna switch to Makuhita so he can take care of the Rattata. He should be 2 times effective. If he switches to Seviper, doesn't really matter because I will. So first things first, I'll just use Fake Out just to test to see if he was gonna do that. And then we'll just use Force Bomb. Use Quick Attack. Now we'll switch. We don't really have anything super effective, but we'll switch out to Pikachu. I should be able to outspeed Seviper anyways. I don't think Seviper is fast. I feel like Seviper should be fast, but he's not faster than Pikachu. So Electro Ball will do its maximum damage. And Poison Tail could potentially poison us here. But doesn't poison us, and what's it called? He's paralyzed now. So, but he used Feint, which is a priority move, but it doesn't kill us. But it's fine. He thought maybe he could do it, but no. And we're not gonna do Thunder Wave because we already have Static. So if they hit us with physical move, they'll be paralyzed. We are gonna go heal though. We won't have to super speed too much, just because the fact that we already run fast. Okay, so next trainer is Bug Catcher Greg, who starts off with a level 14 Cutiefly. I don't remember what typing Cutiefly is, because this is a little bit of a newer Pokemon. Cutiefly is Bug Fairy, so he is weak to poison, I believe. Dang. He's 2 times weak to poison and steel and flying moves and rock moves. But we don't have any of that. Obviously we do have flying. We don't have any poison moves, but we will switch to Tranquil. And we will now fight Bugcatcher Reg, who starts off with a Cutiefly level 14 with Absorb, Fairy Wind, Stun Spore, and Struggle Bug. I do not believe Cutiefly outspeeds, so no matter who he switches to, it doesn't matter because they're all bug Pokemon and they're all super effective. Which he knows that, so he's just going to sacrifice Cutiefly. Okay, so now he switches out Moffin, I think is how you pronounce it. Don't really know if that's the case. Who is Bug Flying, which we can leave to Pikachu. And let me check one more thing. I don't think the typing really changes here. I was just checking something real quick. Alright, so now he has a Mothim, I don't know. But has level 14 with Tackle, Protect, Bug Bite, and Wing Attack. He might use Protect. But he doesn't. So I'm guessing he was gonna go for either Wing Attack or Bug Bite. But it does not matter because we outspeed and we one-shot him. Now, he's gonna send out Beedrill. We're gonna switch out to Tranquil. Bugcatcher Greg has a Mega Beedrill as well. We're gonna go for... We're slower, but we're gonna go for Air Cutter, which should do huge damage. If he's able to tank it, then we'll probably kill with a crit. But if not, then yeah. Okay, so it was a crit that we needed. He still outspeeds us. He'll probably use another Twin Needle to try to do some damage, or he switches. Either or. I believe a Quick Attack should be able to kill. Yes. So it is. We don't take any more damage from Beedrill. And now, let's see. Do I want to learn Detect? I guess so. Yeah, we can get rid of Gust because I don't really use Gust anymore. We have Butterfree. We're gonna switch out to Pikachu again, and we're gonna go against Gigantamax Butterfree, which he's not huge, but you still outspeed him though, and use Electro Ball. Okay, that answered my question. Gigantamax Butterfree is still the same typing. It doesn't change. Okay. So, I mean, I'm assuming Gigantamax doesn't change the typing of any Pokemon. It's more Mega Evolutions could potentially change. If I had a new Pokemon, I would have won. I mean, your Pokemon are pretty strong. Okay, so now next trainer is Last Sally with a level 15 Patrat, who has Leer, Bide, and Detect. He might use Detect, if anything, if he thinks he's gonna die. We are gonna switch out to Makuhita, though, who is super effective. That look you give me, it intrigues me so. And I also just realized you could skip this next trainer. But I'm not gonna do that, though. So level 15 Patrat, she could switch out to Venipede. I'm gonna use Fake Out. I don't know what he was gonna do. Maybe he outspeeds me and uses Bite to try and... what's it called? Like, to try to flinch me. But he doesn't outspeed me then. Okay, so we'll just use Force Bomb, and she could push her. Now, she's going to send out a level 15 Venipede with Rollout, Poison Sting, Screech, and Pursuit. We are going to switch out to Tranquil. Tranquil should easily be able to take him out with an Air Cutter. So, next, we have Bugcatcher James, who starts off with a level 15 Spinarak. And we'll just keep Tranquil at all. We don't need to switch out or anything. I'll battle you with the Pokemon I started raising. Okay, level 15 Spinarak, you would use Air Cutter. Spinarak had Constrict, Absorb, Infestation, and Scary Face, which does not matter. And then now he sends out a level 15 Parablast, who has Peck, Leer, and Endure. He might use Endure, but he doesn't. He thinks he's not gonna die, but he does. Okay, there we go. Done like dinner. Yep. Okay, so now here, there are encounters. You can catch a Farfetch, Duo, Hoppid, Gligar, male Nidoran, female Nidoran, Emolga, Fletchling, Jigglypuff, Rookidee, and Teddy Ursa, and Apom. I don't want any other Pokemon. I do love Gligar a lot, but I know Gligar is not very good, and also Gligar is not... doesn't learn a lot of moves. And also there's a Quick Ball right there. So we're just gonna move on and fight Last Robin, who has a level 16 Jigglypuff, which we will switch out to Makito. Eek, did you push me? No, I ran in front of you. Yep, so in the original game, she has a Jigglypuff, and I just let her keep the Jigglypuff. It doesn't matter. We'll use Fake Out to ensure that we like do maximum damage, just in case. I'll just use Fake Out always if we are able to, and then Force Bomb just kills. That's it. Yeah, I mean, you died, you lost. Route 4 is at the foot of Mount Moon. Okay. I don't think there's any more trainers after this. Let me just check to see if there are any hidden items anywhere. There is indeed not. That guy doesn't really do anything. And then none of these guys do anything. Route 4. There is this hidden item right here, which is a Suit Bell. So that's huge. I don't think I... What the fuck was that? I went up and it looked like everyone like moved. Might have just been my imagination. I don't know. Been staring at the screen for a while now, for like over... Let's see how long I've been... This session is 3 hours and 11 minutes. Okay, we will save. And there's a one final thing that we could do. And that is talk to this guy. Want to trade your duo for my Mantike? I don't have Mantike or duo, so we're not gonna actually use a Mantike. We are able to catch Remoraid, so that is possible to evolve Mantike. Honestly, I probably should have changed it so that you just use like a Water Stone or something, or just level up like normally. But you are able to catch a Remoraid anyways if you guys do decide to trade. But that'll be it for now. The end of the session. We had a good 3-hour session. We went up to started the game, got up to Brock, and now we end off before mid-noon. So let me just do one final save. And yeah, so that's the end of this recording session. If you guys enjoyed this whole, if you guys enjoyed all the videos, because I will be splitting this up, obviously, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time when we take on Mint Moon. So yeah, peace.